So here we are on an exercise ride on the Ancheer, because the big boy bike is out of service for now, for a couple weeks probably, maybe 3 weeks. So we're back to being humbled. Anytime your bike goes out of service and you have to use your backup mini commuter bike, it's a humbling experience. It makes you appreciate what you take it for granted. Also, a big guy like me looks pretty silly on a bike like this. Oh hey, road blocked off. So we're probably going to ride to Portly Historic Park, I think. So here's a strange thing. This mini commuter e-bike has the same brake pads and rotor that it started out with when I first bought it, 2019. So this e-bike has a 15 mile an hour top speed. There are road cyclists that'll ride faster than me on this. See this guy do his fancy work here. Thank you. Thanks. You let me go. This war memorial. waiting for the planets to align before we commit to ordering the motor. Finances are straightened out, and then we get that coming. This is Sondors. Sondors had some drama. They came out with the Meta cycle, which is a motorcycle, electric motorcycle, and they couldn't fulfill orders or something. Like, some people got there, some didn't. And then some drama occurred in the company, and I think they vanished. If anybody knows any more actual real data on that company, you can mention in the comments. I haven't researched it, so I may have some details wrong. Maybe the company is alive and well and everything's just fine and dandy. I think the seat is creaking. I don't think that's the bottom bracket. So I use this bike heavily from 2019 into half of 2020. Believe it or not, I got exercise with this thing. And I got around. I had the OEM battery and a spare 10 amp hour battery, so it was 18 amp hours total, 36 volt batteries. And I would go on little road trips with this. Alright, what the f? Go ahead. Just swerve. So I've been relying on this e-bike for little errands and stuff, and as a backup when I have the main bike being serviced. Yeah, I think that's the seat post creaking like that. I have a mountain bike seat post. Some person on eBay was selling the exact size and length that I needed, because this bike is much too small for a person that's 5'11". And I put spacers on the handlebar stem to raise the height of the handlebars a little bit. So my knees are not hitting the handlebars as much. I'm going to cut through the park, I believe. That'll reduce the hills. I have no mirrors, so bear with me. I'm signaling left, the guy doesn't back off a little bit to let me go. Interesting. Person's riding the center line. I'm gonna head to Anderson Avenue. So we're gonna future-proof the e-bike a little bit. It costs something like, I don't know, like $12 more or something like that, to go from instead of getting a 1,000-watt motor replacement for the big bike, to get a 1,500-watt replacement. My understanding is that the 1,000-watt and 1,500-watt are somewhat the same motor, should be the same harness and lugs and wiring, especially within the same brand, because I'm buying the same brand motor. And hopefully the same physical dimensions where I could use the same spokes. Should be. That'll just be a delay that if I can't do that. But the plan is to put a 1,500-watt motor while using a 1,000-watt controller. The idea being that in the future I can upgrade the controller. And since it's the same brand, hopefully everything should be plug and play. A lot of hoping involved. Likely in the future when I upgrade the controller, I'll probably have to upgrade the display. Little hill climb here. $250 watts. Can you believe it? I mean, mid-drive e-bikes are like typically 250 watt motors and stuff, and they move fast. So it's not really that much of a stretch that a 250 watt rear hub e-bike could somewhat move. So last night I rode just a few miles, and as a test ride. It took like 2 hours, 3.5 hours to recharge the battery, and the charger charges 42 volts, 2 amps. And basically it comes out to something like 84 watts, which is pitifully slow. But that's what you get with a 36 volt battery. That's the main advantage of a higher voltage battery is like 48 volts and higher, is that you could get a decent charge rate. And like on the big bike, I have the lithium metal battery, which can charge even faster. I could get a lithium metal battery for this bike, but that's an investment that I don't need to make now. But you know, in the future I could do it, extend the range. What's curious is the bus driver didn't toot the horn to warn me that he was behind me. They usually do that. Interesting choice. So I went up to the Ancheer website to look up brake pads, because at some point I'll have to change the brake pads. I mean, it's just natural. You know, it's weird. The Ancheer website is set up in a way that you can't look up the model of the bike, because they discontinued it on their site. And I only find the bike listed on Amazon, so I got the model number from there, and I searched online for manuals for the model number, and the manual doesn't say anything about the specification of the brake pads. I'm fairly sure it's the little round brake pads they use on their recent bikes, cheaper model recent bikes. So it should be okay there, but problem is I'll have to take apart the caliper to see I got pulled over. Yeah, to see exactly the type of brake pad it is. The rotors are like new, so there's that. Honestly, you don't really do too much braking on a 250 watt e-bike because you're riding so slow. Also, the bikes generally are lighter, so less wear and tear. So it's warmish out here, but comfortable, so hey. Good summertime weather, a little breeze, light breeze. So I know there's supposed to be this e-bike parts website. It's a new group that decided to open a like an international style e-bike parts clearinghouse, like current models and discontinued models and stuff. And I'm not sure. I think they maybe are partnering either with the OEMs or with the manufacturers of the parts for the OEMs. To source all these spare parts and stuff. Now, you know, of course, I'm sure they charge a premium. Because they kind of know they have you. I mean, the whole notion is that you're supposed to be able to buy like motors and batteries and displays and like odds and ends, some little fittings and stuff that are special to particular bikes. Hard to find rare parts and stuff. So I'll have to look up the company. I know I bookmarked it. What we're doing with battery, we're okay. We'll come back partially the same way. Mainly to avoid the narrowing part of Palisade Avenue when we return. So I have a medical appointment follow-up coming up. And I'm going to be using this e-bike to get to the appointment. So this is kind of like a live test in terms of distance to make sure the bike is up to it. Big old dog. We're almost here. No deer. Maybe in the winter season you'll start to see that. Or fall. As the off season comes in and less people are here. So enjoy the view.